Good morning, folks. So, right, obviously, as you can imagine, we've got a little bit of a thing to talk about. So, sorry, I should have done this before I started. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that. Sorry, folks. I'll just put that on there. I'm also trying to avoid this wind. It's a pretty windy day today. Well, not like mega windy, but I'm going to go over here in this corner. Actually, strictly speaking, I probably shouldn't be standing here, but I'm just trying to find somewhere sheltered out of the way. Do you know what I mean? To avoid the wind. Basically, obviously, as you guys will have seen last night, towards the end of the live stream, we had a certain person. Well, in fact, there was a couple of people actually. I don't know if you noticed, but there's one in particular whose handle now completely escapes me. But anyway, he's left a couple of comments on the video afterwards, on the live stream video. One saying that if I go to towards the end of the video, I'll thank him for something, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I did watch to the end, and I can't understand what the heck he's talking about and why the hell I should even begin to thank him. Anyway, then this morning I noticed there's another comment where he's apologising and he's saying he's sorry. Now, I've responded basically saying we will see. Now, like I said to you, now, don't get me wrong, what that guy was doing, the comments he was making, and the most offensive for me, yeah, the most offensive, most egregious, was the use of the N-word, and he kept on repeatedly using it as if he was. And I know there's people do this. It's like, I don't know what they call it. I can't remember the flipping term for it. Whatever, but I know that there are trolls online and they do this sort of thing, and to them it's just fun and games, and whether they're actually racist or not is another matter. Do you know what I mean? But they use that word knowing that it'll get a rise out of people, knowing that it will upset people and so forth, and they do it deliberately. Now, I don't know what category this guy falls under, and I don't know if he's a young kid, because usually, again, from my understanding, a lot of this tends to be youngsters, sort of teenagers or whatever sort of thing, and they just, they jump on board with a bunch of their mates that are doing it as well, or whatever sort of thing, and they think it's funny and clever to do. And so from that perspective, I try to give people the benefit, and I try to think hopefully they'll grow up and realise that that is not a thing to do. Do you know what I mean? Plain and simple. And I won't stand for that, to be quite honest. I will not stand for it. Using the N-word. And I'm going to address the guy himself, because he has subscribed to my channel actually. He's subscribed to me. Anyway, so I'm going to address you personally, mate. Whoever you are, and I'm sorry I can't remember your flipping angle right now off the top of my head, but I'm addressing you, mate. That word has serious implications attached to it. People have died because of that word, mate. People have died because of that word. It's not a funny word, and it's not something to be taken lightly, and I do not want that on my channel whatsoever. Yeah. So you think it might be clever getting under my skin and making me annoyed or whatever, this, that, the other, but do not use that word, man. It's just right. So basically, and it's funny as well, because when I think about it, he said a couple of other very unpleasant things along with those comments. But those comments I can brush aside, to be quite honest. To me, to be quite honest, they're not that important necessarily. Do you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, they can be hurtful, and it depends on how you take it. But the N-word, no, that's a bridge for me. That's a bridge way too far, plain and simple. So we'll see just how apologetic he is, and we'll see if he actually genuinely is sorry. Like I say, I believe in giving people a chance, and I believe in giving people the opportunity to correct, whatever behaviours they've done in the past or whatever. If he can change, and if he's genuinely sorry for what he did, then fine. Do you know what I mean? I'll accept it. But time will tell, essentially. Because of course I'm also aware of the fact that like he could be just doing that as a way of like, you know, trying to, you know, sort of lure us back into like, oh well, okay, fair enough, you know, we'll forgive you, and then he just does it again or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So, like I say, we'll see how good to his word he is if he's truly sorry about what he did. I can't speak for the other people because they've not, as far as I can tell, they've not subscribed to my channel and they've not come back to me with anything since then. So I'm not sure who the other people were, but there was definitely somebody else. I don't know if it was one or two other people, I'm not sure now off the top of my head, but there was definitely one other person that started doing something similar, if not the same thing. And like I said, I cannot get my head around people, why people would do that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it is because, you know, it's obviously it's a bad word, plain and simple. It's offensive, man, and it's not just offensive to the people it's aimed at either. It's offensive to me, you know, because I know some of the history. I don't know the whole history, but I know some of the history associated with that word, and it's not a nice history. Do you know what I mean? And it, you know, just so basically, like I said, we'll see how this develops, if at all. If, like I say, if this guy is seriously, genuinely sorry, and he's willing to make an amends by just, you know, whatever, maybe even putting an apology, you know, a deeper apology comment on the channel or something, I don't know, but, you know, and also judging by his actions, because if he comes on and then the comments are just your normal everyday comments or whatever, and so forth, then fine. Do you know what I mean? We'll try and get past it. Do you know what I mean? But you know, like I said, time will tell. Yeah. So, boy, I can't have that. I can't have that. And if this guy is, I mean, to be quite honest, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I don't think necessarily he's an out-and-out racist. But if he is, then you can definitely piss off. Do you know what I mean? Because that's one thing I can't stand. Can't stand racists. I can't. Plain and simple. Period. Do you know what I mean? We're all human beings at the end of the day, you know, and we're all suffering, and we're all struggling, one way or another. Do you know what I mean? And this isn't a time to be against each other. This is a time to work together and help each other, because we're all in the same goddamn freaking boat, mate. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to give you a chance, but do not, I swear to God, if you are taking the piss, or if you think this is funny in some way, because like I said, people have died, literally, and people are still dying to this day because of that word. That is not a funny word, and it's not a good word in any way, shape or form. Right, okay, so basically, like I say, I'm going to leave it at that for now. So okay folks, like I say, also, if I really want you guys to comment on this, and I want your honest opinion. And please guys, this isn't about views, this isn't about clicking on or whatever, this, that and the other. Guys, I seriously need all of you to comment on this and tell me what you think and how you feel about what this guy's done. Yeah? Because, I'm sorry, but that is not, it's not right. Plain and simple. Like I said, people have died and are still died to this day because of that word. And like I say, it's the N-word, so just to be clear, do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to use that word, but it's the N-word, and I think we all know what the N-word is. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, people are still dying to this day because of that word. So please, I ask you, comment on this video. say what you think and feel about this situation, because to me it's not right. It's not right at all. So if this is what this guy wanted, if this is what his whole purpose was, to get me angry and to get me to do a video like this or whatever, then obviously you've succeeded, mate. You've totally and utterly succeeded. But the thing is that ultimately we'll have the last laugh, because you are wrong. Plain and simple, you are wrong, and history will show that as well. You know, you are wrong, mate. So, like I said, if you're genuinely sorry and you want to make amends, then fine, yeah. But I'm telling you now, there's that old saying, you know, fool me once, shame on. Well, see, I'm doing a George Bush now. Oh my God. I can't even remember the flipping quote now. But anyway, yeah, don't, you know, I won't be fooled twice, basically. Flipping that, I did a George Bush there. Can't believe I just did the George Bush. Yeah, so like I said, you know, I'm giving you a chance. I'm giving you a chance. You screw it up, that's it. Done. Yeah. So, alright folks. And again, like I said, please leave comments, let me know what you think. Whether should I give him a chance? Should I just completely get, you know, ban him off my channel and all the rest of it? Please let me know. Because like I say, at the moment I'm just really pissed. So right, I'm going to leave it there for now, folks, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.